Doing an MR2 video today that involves boost. And before I even started, you know this is an MR2 video because I already had to spend more money than I wanted to for this little project, and something's already broken. So this is a boost leak tester, and there's a 1/8 NPT fitting on this boost gauge, which I had just started gently threading in by this, not by the gauge itself, and somehow it just kind of snapped. So went out, spent 30 bucks, bought one of these Bosch boost gauges with 1/8 NPT in there. I also purchased what I had read was a 2.5 inch inner diameter, 2.5 inch outer diameter PVC end cap to plug there, because I didn't want to spend $40 on a billet cap just for plugging up the intercooler piping. So instead of going out and finding some more PVC stuff, I'm going to see if I can use a little contact cleaner to basically act as a plug, which might be less than safe. Let's throw that new gauge in and see where our boost is leaking from. Now, for some of you who might be asking, why am I putting the boost tester through the turbo inlet itself and not just from the intercooler piping? Well, I don't want to rule out the possibility that the turbo housing itself may be leaking. And for those of you asking why I need to plug up this end of the intercooler piping and not just let it run through the motors, because I cannot close all the valves at the same time. Well, I mean, I could, but that'd require pulling the camshaft, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to take off the throttle body inlet, jam a can in there, crank it down, and kind of hope for the best. Believe it or not, I had a moment of adult clarity and decided against using a pressurized can of flammable liquid to further pressurize or possibly not have a good outcome with, and went to Home Depot and grabbed the proper size PVC end cap. So I apologize for the horrible lighting. GoPros, even the new Hero 9 Black, don't really perform very well in low light. So I've got that cap in place. I now have the boost leak tester in place, and we're gonna send some air into it. So I've limited the output of my compressor to about 25 psi to avoid any potential damage. Well, there is hissing. I think it's coming out of this coupler over here. Might just be this PVC plug's not seated all the way. Hopefully it doesn't just come shooting out. Yeah, we're not even getting to like 3 psi without a leak. Well, what do you know? This old crappy silicone flange around the blow-off valve is leaking quite a bit of air, and I don't know why they didn't show up the last time I boost tested it. But yeah, so I found one leak already, and let me just double check to make sure that it's definitely coming out around the base and not just that snap ring and O-ring that I just replaced it with. Oh yeah, we got us a leak here. In there's actually an O-ring, I believe, that goes into the charge pipe, which was meant for the stock BOV, but I'm using an adapter kit. What I could do, and here's an interesting thought, I could either get a new charge pipe here, or I could fabricate a new piece of pipe going there, which would lead you guys to another project that I'm working on, is learning how to weld, and one of those is TIG welding, which might just actually be perfect for this kind of project. So I'm sure there's more boost leaks. I don't really know what I might do here. I mean, obviously I got my one freak day of 50 degrees in the winter in February, so it's not like I'm going to be able to really work on this a whole lot, probably for another couple weeks, but I do want to get some more content out to you guys, so maybe I will fab up a pipe or something for it. Or so once that little issue is resolved, we're going to come back to it and then see what's going on. Or so because I'm running out of daylight, well, already ran out, I don't really have good lighting here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to work on this. Hopefully I'll get another warm day within the week, pull off that blow-off valve, pull off that whole flange, and then see what's going on. But I'll give you guys another update at some point, hopefully maybe this weekend if it's nice out. So that's going to do it for this video. Another one coming soon once the weather improves again. So remember, as always, like the video if you liked it, share it with a friend, maybe share it with someone in the MR2 community if it might be helpful to diagnose their issue. And remember, as always, keep it foul. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe.